Hi, with me today is David Millard. You're actually a traditional acupuncturist, aren't you?
Yes.
So can you briefly explain to me what acupuncture is all about?
Well, traditional acupuncture is a system of medicine which was first developed by the Chinese, I guess at least 2,000 years ago, and of course has been practiced ever since. It involves the use of needles and the puncturing of the skin, various points along the body's surface, which addresses certain problems which occur within the individual, certain illnesses, and helps to put that individual right again.
Okay, so is it actually quite painful? Because I know the needles you use are quite large.
No, it's not painful, not at all. I guess you might feel a slight pricking sensation as the needle passes through the barrier of the skin, but once that's happened, hardly anything at all. Maybe a slight numbing sensation as the needle stimulates the particular point.
Okay, and how does it differ from orthodox medicines?
Well, orthodox medicines don't necessarily treat the whole person, whereas traditional Chinese medicine is aimed at the whole person. The Chinese believe that the person, the whole person, is made up of mind, body and spirit, whereas traditional Western medicine as such doesn't take that into account.
So is it fair to say there's a preventative aspect to acupuncture?
Yes, there is. Acupuncture can help to prevent disease or illness from taking place in quite so severe a way as it may well do if a person didn't have acupuncture. But of course, you know, here in Britain and mostly in the West, we don't tend to seek out anything such as acupuncture until we're ill anyway.
So people come to you, what, in a sort of quite desperate state?
Usually quite desperate. It's usually the last throw of their dice, really, and I'd say that 70% seem to respond in a good fashion towards it.
Does acupuncture affect your energy levels? It makes your well-being better?
Yes, it affects your well-being. It helps you make you feel a lot more lively, a lot more invigorated. People feel good after having acupuncture. Very often they think it's the best thing since sliced bread.
So if people want to go and see an acupuncture, what sort of advice have you got for them?
Well, first of all, they should look through the yellow pages and find an acupuncturist who's a member of the British Acupuncture Council. And that such a member would be well qualified to not only to diagnose in the traditional way, but to also treat that person well. Yeah. Yes.
So they would have had a set training that you've done yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, and what did that involve?
Usually a 3-year training, which culminates in a qualification called the Licentiate of Acupuncture.
Okay, now, are there anybody you refuse to treat?
Well, there are certain traditional acupuncturists who would specialise in treating young children. I, for one, do not specialise in that area. So I won't treat children who are 10 years old or under. However, I would refer to someone who did have more expertise in that area. But other than that, there are very few categories of patient who I wouldn't look at.
Okay. And can people come to get this treatment under the NHS?
Well, in certain parts of the country, there are acupuncturists who do treat people under the NHS, but unfortunately in this area, the NHS don't seem to embrace acupuncture.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. One final question. Do you think people are more inclined to come and see acupuncturists now? They've sort of got more open mind about it?
Yes. Well, there's a lot more said and read and broadcast about traditional acupuncture. So more and more people are becoming more aware of it and making inquiries towards having some treatment. Yes.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for coming in, David.
You're welcome.